Welcome to Benchmonster TV.
I'm Ashley Lynn Condre.
I am the Benchmonster.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for joining us. We're glad to have you here.
Always are glad. Hey, as you read in the description, I wanted to start off by talking about a supplement called creatine. I'm not a big supplement guy. Never really, all that fads with, back when Muscle Tech made, all their weird stuff back in the 90s, blah, blah, blah. Well, I was on TikTok and bouncing around social media sites looking for videos, of course. And I saw some doctors, some naturopathic doctors, and they were talking about creatine and some new studies that came out saying it's good for mood, brain, and actually 1% of your heart. It does something, 1%, which is a lot, they said. So I go on Amazon because I know nothing about buying supplements. Not much. Never been to a supplement store. When was the last time I was over there at that place?
I don't remember. Years.
Sears. Yeah.
Years.
So I go to Creatine for Men and I look for bestsellers, 5 stars, and then I try to find the ones where like 75,000 people had bought it, and I found a product. And then at the bottom there it says customers usually get blah 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 blah. And I saw a nitric oxide booster. It wasn't called that. It was called L-citrulline, I believe. So I picked up that too. Let's get to the end of the story here. I've got all day. I guess you're supposed to front load and do like 5 tablespoons throughout the day for the first 5 days. As you know, last week I hit my target body weight, 283. That is 40 pounds that I lost. I was very happy. So I started doing this front loading thing with creatine. And then I'm kind of reading things like how I know it puts water in the muscle and the ATP and things of that nature, but I'm worried about, losing my physique. I don't know if it's going to bloat me, make me look puffy, because I haven't done it in 26 years. And even back then when I did it, I just took it and with glutamine and multivitamins and everything else because I didn't know anything. So, last Tuesday, I weighed 283. I started this creatine probably Wednesday or Thursday morning, and I came in Tuesday, and I went to the scale, and I was 293. I'm pissed. I just put on 10 pounds, front-loading creatine.
That.
Yeah, but I didn't think this was going to happen that quick.
I told you that. Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of weight.
Instant.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like, oh.
Yeah, but it's just water weight.
I know, I'm just pissed, though, because...
it's like being pushed into the muscles.
So I go over to the mirror, and I do my thing, and I still got vascularity, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe it ain't too bad. Let me tell you something, people, and I'm not one to toot my horn about supplements, but creatine makes you strong. Puts water in the muscle, and I guess you use that as a leverage tool. And I've done some things in the gym. Let's see, Tuesday night, it was just me benching because everybody's, prepping for the meet Saturday. So I just kind of told the guys if they wanted to come in, kind of spot me or something, I was only going to go to 405. Ended up going up to 500. And long story short, when I took out 500, it felt like 225. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I just did it off of one board, but threw it out of my hands and put it up very quick. And
you have it on video, right?
No, I didn't bring the video camera there. Who wants to see me just live? That's boring.
When you do 500 pounds,
well,
everybody.
And then I, doing curls, and I'm like, what the frick is going on? Like, I'm moving weight that I, normally don't move. So, kind of a weird thing.
A little bit of a placebo effect too.
I don't know. There's nothing.
Like you should be getting stronger, so yeah.
But I did get stronger, which is weird. So
bit.
Now I got to do the maintenance dose, and we'll see what happens. But like I said, put on like 10 pounds, and obviously water. But definitely had some trade-off in weightlifting movements, and I'm just curious now at the maintenance dose what will happen. I'm not sure who's all lifting Tuesday. That's 3 days after the meet, but I will be there, and I'm gonna see what else I can do with this newfound anti-kryptonite supplement. So, just very happy. So, yeah, creatine.
Yeah.
I would never tell, anybody to go buy it or anything, but I, of course, depleting my body of carbs and fats and bad foods and doing cardio and losing 40 pounds. That's correct, people. That's 40 pounds I lost. That's like you, half your body. And you're only 120 or something, so.
A little more than that.
But,
More
yeah,
than that, screw.
very, very impressed. And let's see if I can do some bigger bench presses now that I'm taking creatine. I don't know if that was just the front loading, how do you do, welcome to creatine, and then it just fizzles out and gets normal. But man, I tell you what, 315, 405, and usually I don't go to 500, but I was like, fuck, 500 on the bar. And yeah, awesome. I remember back in the day, they used to have a product out of Canada because they couldn't sell it here. It was called creatine citrate. And it was, that was like 93, probably before a lot of you people were born. But yeah, creatine citrate was coming out of Canada, and you had to know somebody who knew somebody to get it, because all we had was EAS, phosphagen, and the Muscle Tech combo, norandrostene. They had 3 of them, and I remember I took all 3 of those. They did nothing, and it was like $70 a bottle. But creatine, weird substance. So, and I think a lot of the pumps, from the L-citrulline came into effect, and no change in carbs, just kind of doing my same thing. But yeah, I just wanted to toot that horn and let everybody know what's going on with me and my journey with creatine. As I've stated in the description, last Tuesday, the guys basically just came in and did a feeder workout. That left me all alone. I kind of did my own thing. Friday, did they do their openers on Saturday? Yeah, wow, time flies.
So you came in on Friday, and Jose helped you.
Yeah.
And then
Saturday,
Jose,
Hines,
Joe, Hines,
Dan Logman. No Starrett.
I don't know who else. Is
Everybody,
he competing?
Yeah, he's competing.
Oh, he is? I didn't know that. Really?
Everybody's openers look good.
What?
Jose and Hines, they look good at 457 raw. Dan smoked 715 like an empty bar. He's looking good for 800. So now we just got to put it together, and I guess they're weighing in tomorrow. It's Friday, right?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, where's time going?
Jesus.
Somebody's got to film. Can you film the videos? So I'll probably be handing off and doing my thing.
With your camera?
You can take the camera if you want. You want it on the
'cause
tripod?
I don't have enough. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got to have something for the show, and I know Tuesday could be a.
Well,
Who
no,
knows?
You'll just have to show me how to use it, because I won't be able to.
Okay, it's
rely
simple.
on this.
We'll have a schooling here soon.
I'm out of storage. I am literally having every time I want to take a video.
Why don't you get a new phone, man?
Why don't you buy me one? When you buy my iPad.
Yeah, you want an iPad? You want a phone? What do you think I am, made of money?
You're the one that said phone. I just asked for an iPad.
Listen, Rudolph.
Dude, you read my mind. I was just about to say.
Your nose looks red.
I know.
And Christmas is
It's
far
itchy.
away.
It's like it's plugged, and I keep blowing it and then itching it.
Looks like a
my
clown
allergies
nose,
are going
kind
nuts.
of.
I know. If I would have realized it before I got on here, I would have put some cover up.
Cover up on it. You can still do that. Just put it on right here on TV.
Oh, I don't have it down here.
Nobody's
Otherwise I would.
perfect. I got a lot of videos to showcase here. Got some that were sent to me.
Stupid.
Found some cool ones, but like I said, no max effort, no speed bench, so this show will probably
Boo.
cook pretty quick. I really wanted to come and film, but I didn't do anything, with nobody there, and I didn't want my guys exerting themselves, handing off, and 3-man handoffs weren't possible, so I just kind of lifted like a bodybuilder and yada yada yada. But let's get to some videos, because my creatine rant is over, and we need to move on. First up, you know him. Everybody knows him.
met him.
I think it's Larry Wheels. We met him.
I met him. I've hugged him.
Yeah, pretty cool guy. This is pretty cool because this is like a blast from the past. Larry Wheels lifting at 17 years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it's I had to watch it a few times, so we got to put a backing up. Let's check out Larry Wheels, 17 years old, right here. So apparently, 500 pounds at 17 must be nice.
That's really nice.
Larry was strong from the get-go. He didn't F around. He went in to lift. Doesn't even look like him.
Not at all. Holy shit, totally.
He's got a lot of hair, and he's a little smaller.
Doesn't look like him.
Doing overhead
Wow.
315. Now we're kind of looking like him.
Wow.
Just goes to show people, you know, you get started early.
Jeez.
Yeah, don't wait till you're in your 30s to start powerlifting. Start lifting weights in your teens.
Yeah.
I don't recommend taking supplements in your teens, but that's just my 2 cents. Here he is squatting. That's got to be 600 or something with kilos on there. I don't know what it is. I'm impressed, though, because I didn't think I'd ever see a video like this of Larry when he was a young man. What year was that? At 17. What year do you think that was? 2002 or something? He's young.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. How old is he now?
I've never asked. I don't know. I have to go dig up his
young.
birth date. 30?
Oh, I think he's younger than that.
29? Okay. I don't know.
I don't know, though.
I pulled this one because I saw it on last week and I was going to take it, but, you know, I just wanted to take it again because this is Danny Grigsby. Now, I don't understand. The video says he's pulling 1071 when you convert to kilos. I thought it was 1075. Reason why? Because I know that number. I benched it. Let's check out Grigsby here. Yeah, he's sumo. Yeah, the bar bends. He doesn't pull it far, but that's the rule of the meet, and it doesn't look very hard. Had 1100 in him right there if he would have just let it down earlier and saved a little gunpowder. Wait, what?
Never mind. I don't like that attitude.
You don't like the attitude?
You're right.
It's a creatine talking. I'm having
Lower the dosage.
adverse reactions on creatine. I'm cranky.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it is. It's crazy.
This up here, some of these videos when I get them from Instagram, like Russian people will post them, and it's all in Russian and hard to tell anything, but I get the video. This here is a what I call a badass 1056. That's 1,056 pounds squat. Not sure of his name because the description was all in Russian. Let's check out 1056 squat here. It impressed me enough to know, and big kid.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Wow.
That was quick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Depth, guess it was good. Looked parallel to me a little bit, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to say nothing. Next up, I have Ernie Lillibridge.
Oh,
So, yeah, not Eric, not senior, junior. He's squatting 716 and pulling 706. These require backings. So let's check out his squattage here. That's a strong family right there.
Oh, yeah. And, like, nicest people you ever met.
Nicest people on the planet Earth. Okay, deadlifting here, 706. It's like he's outside. It's kind of cool.
It does look outside. It looks nice.
Genetically gifted people and strong, hard workers. Not just gonna walk up and pull 706.
Nice.
This one here, you know, I see this kid a lot, and I don't bash him, but I just got one thing, man. You got to keep your butt down. You know, you can do all these things, and it's great for views and whatever you're doing, but apparently his name is Logan Dishman. He's benching 755 at 17 years old. I just think we got to keep that buttocks down. You know, it's cool. You got a Widowmaker, and you are strong. Very easy, but and the whole crowd looks, absolutely. You don't see that much in a normal gym. He's a strong cat. Yeah. Maybe he just do decline. Then I won't cry about it.
Yeah.
All right. Another no-name lifter here because it was in Russian. But this drew my attention. It's a 654 squat at 162 body weight. That's kind of impressive, right?
Yeah.
654 here. Not the biggest guy in the world right here, but fuck. 162 body weight. Stronger than me. Look at that low bar squatter too. Got that bar way down there. If I saw him at the gas station, I wouldn't think he could squat that. And I would say, you're lying to me, son. This one's kind of cool. His name is Darath Khan.
Darath Khan.
Darathkhon. 661 bench at 156. Backing, we need it. Where's it at? Right here, 661. Now this kid's known for a tremendous arch, and a lot of people cry about it.
You got the haters.
You got the haters, yeah.
Gross.
Butt down, I guess not today.
Whoa.
Well, either way, and self handoff too. Yeah, he moved it like 2 inches.
Oh, I blinked. It was done.
Yeah. Last time I had a video on here of him, he did keep his butt down, but that time, you know, hey, 661 at 156, self handoff,
Yeah, I mean,
and moving it that far, hey, you know, some people are gifted with the ability to arch.
must be nice.
Tony Carlino, he got on a plane and went over to Ireland. Went to a meet called the Irish Pro Invitational.
Oh, very cool.
I know a little bit about traveling across the pond. It's hard. Time change, food change, all those things come into play. Then you get over there and then you got to perform. And 99 times out of 10, you're lifting when it's probably 3 in the morning over here. And it's 8 in the morning over there. It's weird. I remember when we were in the Ukraine, I thought about it for a second. I'm like, it's 2 in the morning where we live right now. And we're knee deep in a bench battle against Mendelssohn here.
Crazy.
Yeah. So Tony Carlino, I believe he's wearing the Everstrong shirt, I think. And he ended up doing 1,025 there. It's very impressive.
Oh, that's very impressive.
And let's check that 1025 out. I don't need a backing. Thanks, Tony.
Sweet. Did he send it to you?
No, I got it off the internet. Good handoff. I like the press command, too. Look at that. Hell yeah.
That's how it's done.
That's how it should be. Good job, Tony.
It's done. Nice work, sir.
When I get rich, I'm going to get one of those Everstrong shirts.
How much are they?
Well, they're $5.50.
Are those big, like heavy?
What's that?
Are those the heavy ones?
Well, it's the one with the cool cut right here where you don't choke yourself. And I'd be very interested in trying it. Yes, I do got about 40 band shirts, and they're here, they're in the back of my truck this high. And I love them. Okay, this time I got Vlad. Big Vlad here, squatting 1171.5. And I need a backing for Vlad. Where's he at? This guy here had, I think, dual knee replacement.
Wow.
And came back to do some.
What?
Mike Lupacek told me that. He had dual knee replacement, and he came back to do his all-time world record squat of whatever that was.
That's impressive.
This guy is impressive. I think he trained at Westside a little bit with Louis,
Probably.
which is kind of cool.
Very cool.
But this guy knows what he's doing. No effing around. That's a beautiful form. That's a strong man right there, people. I would take that out of the rack and I would go into the middle of the earth. It would drive me through the floor.
Not come back up.
Not come up. Help, help.
Help, help.
I don't even think the straps would catch it. Okay, whoa. I got another Tony Carlino video.
Nice.
Yeah, I should have put them back to back, but
Exciting.
you know, that's how it goes sometimes. When I'm doing these in order, writing them by hand, I run into another one, and I'm like, I want that on the show too. Anyway, Tony Carlino doing a 1,300 pound, and it says he's 5'7", 283 pounds, in a 2-ply XL with 2 figure 8s Everstrong shirt. Try saying that 20 times. Anyway, it's 1,300 pounds, people. Little 2-board action here.
Damn.
Everyday business for Tony. Look at that base. Look at those feet. I mean, that's the total get up right there. And boom. That's a bad man right there.
Sure is.
He's got 1,400 in him too. 283.
Super impressive.
He needs to come
Good
hang out with me, and
lord.
we'll get
Hell yeah.
up to 313.
That's really impressive, especially like that body weight.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless of body weight, be under 300 and pushing it is pretty fucking cool. Pretty fucking impressive.
Apparently, Adam Hawkins was at the Irish Invitational Pro also. He sent me a video and said, this is the lady we want to keep our eye on here. This is Madeline Dunn. Competed at the Irish Pro Invitational. Her lift here moved her to the 4th all-time, unlimited standings at 165. Here she is benching 506. No backing for Madeline. I love it. I love it. I don't get up a backing up. Right here, 506 she goes. Yeah. That looks like an Inzer SDP, I'm gonna assume. I don't think it's a Rage X. Nobody wears that anymore.
No.
Good arch, good feet placement. Let's check out that 506 right here.
Sick.
You go, girl. Control it down, shirt builds. Pop off the chest. Now push that bar apart. Drive it apart. It's going, going, going. Let her fight it. Locked. Boom. 2 whites, 3.
Where is it showing?
I see firecrackers. Well, she got it. I don't know the light situation.
Right.
But she's one we want to keep our eye on, especially if she's 4th all time. She's moving up the rankings. That's really good.
And what
Awesome.
weight class?
165, maybe, give or take. I don't know. I don't think she goes 132. I think 165.
Probably.
Adam Hawkins was at this meet, the Irish Pro Invitational, and he was a little skittish on his opener, but he opened, I think, 10:56, and it went up like a speed rep. I'll agree with him on that one. Got to put up a backing for Mr. Hawkins here. Nice wide pad there. Cool looking weights, too. I'm not sure what kind of bar they're using over in Ireland. My lineage is over there in Ireland. I got some Kennellys over there. I don't think they like me. All right.
Probably not.
10:56. Looks like an F8 shirt, judging by the red and black lines. Oh, smoke show, Adam.
Oh, nice.
Boy, speed work off the chest.
Very
Dude.
nice. White lights, baby. White lights.
You see that pop off his chest?
I did. It's like,
My God.
some weight on there, dude.
He went 0 to
Show us a
90%
bit
locked
of a
out.
struggle.
A heartbeat.
Come on.
Hey, I saved the best for last sometimes. Jimmy Kolb right here. Jimmy Kolb, you've probably seen it. 1,125 pounds times 15 reps off 2 board. Is that okay?
Let's do it.
Where are we at? Kolb, right here.
See some code.
I just watched this 20 minutes ago, and I can do it for 1, and here he goes. Just boom. No fatigue. Look at him go. You know, this is some of the stuff you got to do to bench 1,500 pounds, people. He's got 4 arms of steel. And the perfect handoff crew. I know they show up every workout. They don't leave him high and dry. Come up with... let's see. We are down to you. And you were going to submit more videos, but you only sent me 3.
Well, I was trying to send them yesterday, and they weren't wanting to send.
Did you use Wi-Fi?
Yeah, but with my
No but.
storage situation, it was like not one. It seems to affect my ability to send.
Yeah.
When it gets super.
Well, you're maxed out.
So yeah, I'll have to send them next week.
Okay. Well, we got 3 deadlift videos here. You want to go through them?
Oh, are they all deadlifts?
No particular order. Yeah,
I
deadlift.
don't know what they
Deadlift
are.
number 1, wagon wheels.
So this will be 425 for a double.
425 for
I have a packet. Yeah,
A rib.
A chest injury. We think it's like my rib head's 4 and 5 out of place or something going on. It's
Yep.
super sharp pain. Like you'll notice, like I let it go from the top. Like as soon as I'm done, I gotta get that thing out of my hands because it fucking hurts.
I've seen more injuries from deadlift recently, than anything else. But it's a
like,
total body movement, though.
like right in here, and my chiropractor can see it and feel it. Like
Yeah.
out of place. He put it back in.
Gross.
It's real bad.
A rib out, like of your sternum in here?
Yeah, out of place. I don't
Does it hurt to
know.
breathe?
Yeah, deep
Yeah.
breaths can't.
Figured it did, yeah. Deadlift number 2. This is one I saw, 425.
25. Yeah.
And you're lifting in
With
pain.
crazy pain.
Yeah.
Like, real bad. I didn't think I was going to make it through this workout.
You did, though.
I did. And I made it a lot worse, too.
Well.
So that was maybe a poor choice, but I know I can pull this with... like, even setting up, just pushing my... pinching my shoulder blades together, there was a sharp pain already. I was like, oh, fuck. This is going to suck. Right here, I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah. The pain outweighs
Sharp pain.
the weight. You don't feel anything but the pain of number 7 going through your body.
Fuck yeah. Oh my Jesus Christ.
Don't say the Lord's name in vain.
All I can feel is somebody's stabbing
Just
me.
drop it from there. Yeah. That's what I would do.
So bad. It hurts just watching.
Well, you're a warrior. Most people would stay home and put their feet up on the couch, and I didn't want it.
Said a lot of people with this type of injury won't even get out of bed.
That's normal people. We're superior human beings. So, we got another deadlift video here. It's deadlift number 3. What are we doing?
Oh, I don't know why I put this one.
I don't know.
No, this is okay. This is 365 for triple. This was last week.
Is this before the rib injury?
No, but it's before I made it a lot worse.
Okay.
I'm doing okay until I hit the last rep. It held on until the last rep.
Okay.
And Comer went and felt it, and he's like, "Oh my God, there's like not. It feels all out of place in there."
Boy, you're speed pulling there, dude.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, I see 500 coming, or something close to it. And don't tell me different. I've been around enough to know. Been in the game for a long time. Oh, it's easy.
Yeah, it felt easy. It felt good.
Let's see. What do we got?
The last rep, I was like, "Son of a bitch!" There it goes.
I got nothing else to show.
Oh my gosh, this is our shortest.
Short show, man. But you know, hey, we do the best we can.
Join us in the chat. Anybody got some exciting?
Yeah, go to the chat box here.
We depend on you guys to make our show.
I don't know any
Anybody
stories.
Got some fun stories?
Start with James.
I'm talking to them, not you.
Don't talk to the king like that. Read James Borgalt's post.
We got James in here. How you doing, James? How you feeling?
Well, he just had a heart issue, we know.
I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
a heart attack.
Scary.
Last week. Was it been last week or the week before? Very recently, within the last week or two. So, we want to hear how you are. I don't know if he's currently in right now. Sometimes he has to work, but if you're in here, James, let us know how you're feeling, how you're doing, how recovery's going.
Yeah.
We've been thinking about you all week, sending prayers and thoughts and good healing recovery.
Yeah, that's scary stuff.
Way.
For sure.
He says, "Hello, Ryan and Ashley. Hope life is great and you are enjoying the spring weather." Here he had a heart attack and he's talking about us. We want to hear how you're doing.
Yeah.
Bless your heart. We're doing great. We're just wondering how you're doing. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, the weather's been really nice here too. So it's that time of year. But let us know how you're doing. We're thinking about you. Thank you for joining us. We always love to see your name in the chat box. Hope recovery's going well for you. And then we've got Eric Labach. Hey guys, Ryan, I have an issue with the weight feeling heavy in my elbows, where the biceps belly is when lowering the bar while benching. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, you could have an impingement somewhere, and it could be lighting up those areas. You could be engaging more of a bicep tricep on the lowering phase. I know people that have done that and tore their triceps on the concentric phase. It could stem from something else you've done in training and it's just lit up. And I don't know if it's if you touched and pressed around those areas in your elbows, if there's any kind of pain. But you might want to do some tracking and actually move up your arm and try to find any hot spots and release them there. I had a similar situation where I couldn't do rolling dumbbells because this muscle in here was lighting up and causing extreme pain. I kept digging around here. I was totally wrong. It was up here on the side of my delt. And I used a cue ball and a sock, and I leaned against a wall, and I found that hot spot and rolled it out, and that kind of fixed the problem. So there could be a several tiny issues, but I'm sure it is. You say elbows and biceps. Is it both arms or just one?
Good question.
Yeah. So that's another question I have to ask. Paul Loffer.
Paul Offer. Hey, Paul. How's it going? Paul
Mr.
says,
Paul?
hey, guys. How's it going? It's going good, Paul. Hope you're doing well. Hope you and Christina are doing well. I see down here, you must have missed a video from him. I know I'm jumping a few comments, but he says,
He
"Did you
sent
get
it
my
to
video I
me.
sent?"
Yeah, in Messenger, and I'm bad at those. I'm sorry. If it's in
We'll have to get it on next
We'll
week.
get on next
Paul.
week.
Sorry about that, man.
I'm bad at the ones that people send in Messenger because I go to my email, man. That's the easiest way because that's where I start my Wednesday morning is in my email.
Yeah, if you go email.
If you can email
it
it would help me. Yeah.
He has trouble with the
I
Messenger
got a lot of
one,
people
so.
on Messenger that get a hold of me, and it drives your name further down because they want to know how I'm doing, how are you doing, what are you up to, and by the time all those get in there, yours gets shoved further down, and I just miss them, you know. And I was a little brain farty this week because I didn't have any max effort or speed bench. I was a little worried about that, so my head wasn't really screwed on sometimes. I dropped the ball, but you know what? I'll get you on next week and any other video if you have it. So
yeah, sorry about that. We will get it next week.
It'll be shown.
And if you've got some more videos,
I did watch it too.
send 'em.
I watched it too, which
Did
is
you?
yeah. I think it was 2-3 days ago or something. I saw it in my messages and I did watch it. And I was like, oh, I gotta get done the show. Then I space.
Smooth.
It's my old
Way to
age,
mess
man.
It up, man.
And my
Sorry,
little carbs.
Paul.
Don't
Bad.
touch me, Rudolph.
I know it's really bothering me. I kinda
Troy.
like to be like this.
Yep, it works. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, creatine. Okay.
Creatine.
Mike
Hey,
Chapman.
Troy. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. It was good to see you the other day.
How you doing, Mr. Chapman? Good to have you here.
Hi, Mike. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. Good to have you here. Troy says you are the world champion in people's eyes still.
I feel good about that. Thank you.
Troy.
I gotta have something. Speaking of which, this weekend we're going up to my other house, and I got a lot of trophies up there, and we don't know what to do with them all because there's some of them were like 4-tier, 4.5-foot trophies. I don't know where we'd put them all. It'd be cool to
I
have
think
them.
you should keep your favorites, and I think we should take some of them and maybe have a trivia show.
Well, my favorites are the
and-
Arnold Classic
and
ones.
give away, like, have some trivia questions or something, and to the people that get those answers right and win,
Yeah.
they get to pick a trophy or something.
How are you gonna mail a 4-foot 4-tier trophy, marble base? You think about that for a minute. I'll get back to me when you get there. Well, yeah, well. Paul Loeffler says here, I mix 5 grams of creatine and 2 to 3 grams of sodium Himalayan salt in my water every day. Yeah, they say Celtic salt is another one that you should incorporate in your water. So I just worry about that blood pressure of mine. I try not to use a lot of sodium and stuff, but pinch of Himalayan or pinch of Celtic ain't gonna hurt.
You don't need extra salt, really. Extra sodium.
Troy says, I will. George Young, Maher benched like that. Maher was one of our teachers in our high school. Arrogant guy.
Maher.
Tim Maher was his name. Paul Loeffler, I
Bench
didn't.
type what?
I don't know.
Wait.
I don't remember.
I don't
I've
remember.
never seen him bench, so I don't have a clue. Howard Weingart.
Howard, hey Howard, how are you? Good to see your name in the chat box. Thank you
Yeah.
for joining us. Howard says, hey y'all, how's it going? Kind of tired from yesterday.
Me too.
I hit a 702. to a 3 board, trying to open my shirt,
Nice.
open up my shirt with boards. Nice. How'd that feel? Did it feel nice and good in the hands?
Muscle
and
memory, all that good
muscle
stuff.
memory coming back?
Did it
feeling
feel a
good? Did it
little
feel
heavy?
How we feeling? How's the
Yeah.
sciatica business going? Are we moving past that? Are we
That's good to get that
struggling
weight
and
back
going
in your hands.
back and forth? Or how you feeling? How are you?
James Borgalt. Uh-oh, I dropped my pen.
Good job. Did you get it?
Yes. I was playing drumsticks over here. James, over here, read this.
Okay, perfect. James is in here. Feeling good, black and blue, but life is great. Miss my lifting, lol. I know, I bet you do. I'm so sorry. With the ascending aorta aneurysm, lifting heavy is not in my future. But God gave me 33 years of competing, so it's all good.
And
yeah, that's a good way of looking at it.
one thing I heard about too, James, is those stints they put in. They say heavy lifting can sometimes move them. I don't know if that's true. Somebody told me that. It's stuck in my head that the heavy, like bench shirts and compression there, can actually move the stent and stuff. So I don't know if that's true, but somebody said it. Paul says my strength is really coming back. Went back to rolling dumbbells. Good. Paul, you got to try those rolling dumbbells like we did a week or two ago on speed day. We got on the floor. I think we grabbed 60s and we stayed down there and did 10 to 12 reps every 25 seconds and shoot for eight sets of that. It'd be nice if you had a clock in front of you, but sometimes you got to count it in your head and then you just go again, just stay down there. And my God, about the fourth set, you know, whatever you grabbed, whether it be 40s, they start to feel like 80s. It's really cool because you're fatiguing certain muscle fibers, not allowing them to recruit and come back and do the workload again. With the short rest periods, you're making your body activate the other muscle fibers that are laying dormant, and you start utilizing them. It's a more beneficial workout. But you don't have to listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Nope.
Sometimes I just ramble.
Well, I'm glad you admit that at least.
Shush. Paul says my strength is really coming back. Went back to rolling dumbbells, and it's all good, he says.
Good.
That's good.
Oh, he's saying it's all good to you missing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure which.
Hey, don't feel bad. I'll get that video on next week, no question.
Yep, for sure.
And most likely you'll probably be the first one on the show, first video. Make it up to you.
Started off right with some Paul Law for benching.
Dan Logman.
Dan Logman. Hey guys, headed over in the morning to kick off the weigh-ins at 9. 302 body weight tonight.
Good.
Feeling ready to get it. Best prep I've ever had. Hope the Iron Gods bless me on Saturday.
They should. Everything's on point. Training is perfected. Openers perfected. Now it's just time to do it on the platform.
Yep, time to get it.
Yep.
Get it. Get some.
I don't see any problems there. So, and I've watched a lot. And I've seen a lot.
Blessed by the Iron Gods, for sure.
James Borgel here.
James Borgalt. I enjoyed every day. God is great. I will always be a power lifter. Hell yeah, you will. Yeah. Absolutely.
Just got to take care of your body and your ticker.
Mm-hmm.
That's
your health and your heart are all more important.
Cholesterol, plaque, all the things that catch up with us when we get older.
Yes.
Howard Weingarten.
Yep, but we're glad to see you in the chat box tonight,
yeah.
James. We've been thinking about you all week. Been wondering how you're doing and how recovery's treating you. So thank you for joining us tonight and letting us know how you're doing. It's really nice to hear from you.
Stay in the game, that's for sure. Howard Weingarten.
Howard Weingarten. What do you think about that? And what do you think about that? And I'm thinking about doing something different this week. Does that sound okay? And I use LMNT in my water. Did we miss?
I don't know what LMNT.
Let's see. Well,
lemon. Mountain Dew.
What do you
Nitrous.
think about that? Is
Oh,
that
changing his
trying to
workout.
open?
Changing his workout.
Oh, did they come out of order or something?
I don't know. I'm assuming he wants to change his workout somewhat.
LMNT.
Especially if he went to.
What does LMT stand for, Howard? I feel like we should know this.
Acronym for something?
What? I assume so.
Lime. Mint.
I
Nicotine.
don't think that's.
Don't know. But no, if you want to change your workout, the fact that you went 702 and you haven't done that in a long time, might behoove you to don the shirt, set her down, and maybe get out the Widowmaker or some type of little bench band and do some floor pressing, some type of other movement, moderately. Or you can go heavy again and then switch it up the third week, but then you're running into CNS explosion. Because once you go heavy 2 weeks in a row and try to do something similar than what you did in the past 2 weeks, you will go backwards. I've done it. And nobody likes to deload, so we try to switch exercises to avoid that. Yeah. Howard.
What do you think about that? Did you answer?
Sorta.
Okay.
I'm assuming. Doing the best I can.
Howard, it felt like a speed rep. Excellent. But I need to remember to chalk up my hands, and the back is feeling good. Okay, I needed to chalk up my hands, and the back is feeling really good, and hopefully working towards an 800. Hell yeah. I'm glad to hear that it's feeling good. Your back's feeling good. The weight's feeling good.
Let's keep moving in that direction.
We like a 702, speed rep. That's amazing. That's awesome. Very good to hear. Sorry.
COVID.
No. Just a dry throat. I need some water. Oh, thank you. I'd love to have a drink. Thanks for the offer.
Get out of there, backwash.
No backwash, bitch.
Oh, yeah, you do, and you chug the milk. All right, James Borgalt. Just in case, I never said thanks to you and Ashley for all that you do. I was a better lifter because of your podcast. Well, I appreciate that, James.
That means the world. It really.
Over the course of the last 250 episodes, I'm trying to throwing out there everything that I know, and hopefully somebody benefits from it. Posting my workouts.
Awesome.
Being pretty transparent. I don't have a what's those things called, where you gotta pay to look at your videos. Patreon. Nah, I give a shit. Louis helped me,
I don't know if that's the right thing. Maybe that's like an OnlyFans. I'm not sure.
Louis helped me and didn't charge me anything, and I pay it forward. So I just like to see people achieve their strength and fitness goals.
That makes us very happy to hear that you feel like you've gained something from our podcasts. We definitely love having you here, and you add a nice light to our podcast. We love seeing your name in here every week. It's awesome. We love having you, and that makes us really happy to hear that our podcast.
Yeah, we've assisted in your progress in life.
That makes our day, our night, our week, our month, our year. That's really nice to hear. Thank you, James. Thank you very much, bud.
All right, one rep is in here.
One rep in the house.
We haven't seen him in a while.
It's been a minute.
He shunned us last week.
Kyle hasn't been in here either. What happened to Kyle?
They don't like us no more.
Oh, please.
They're pissed.
Please, guys. Why?
I don't know.
What did we do?
Did something. Offended them. They'll come back now. Kyle, one rep.
Cody Plum. He's been gone for a long time.
He is a hot and cold individual, so he's. I'm not no psychologist or anything, but he's got.
He's busy. His son's doing.
Yeah, I understand that, but
he's prepping.
We can use that excuse during baseball season, but.
Well, no, dude. When you have a kid, it's everything's.
Doesn't drop me emails. Used to send me videos all the time. I don't know. All right.
One rep. Hey guys, Sorry I missed you last week. Hope all is well. Question. Are you guys going to the Olympia in October?
Where's it at, Vegas?
I think, yeah, it's usually Vegas.
Yeah, might as well.
We're considering it.
I'll go there and walk around and
We'd like to, in a perfect world.
see what it is.
Kind of see how things are going. As
There's
it
some
gets
good
to that
buffets
point, but
down there.
I'd love to. I've always wanted to go.
I like
to
Old
Olympia.
Vegas downtown. Cocktail shrimp, 50 cents. I love shrimp. Love the
Since
cocktail
when?
stuff.
I don't think I've ever seen you eat shrimp.
Dude, I buy it at like Walmart. They have those little
I don't
round
think
ones.
I've ever seen you eat shrimp.
Oh, just after another. High in cholesterol, though. Definitely going to have to whittle down and plan on putting on 15 pounds while I'm there. I suppose they have a single ply bench meet there, probably, or something going on, and
Think so.
strongman and bodybuilding. And
I was gonna do back when you were away for a while. I qualified, and got invited, and I was gonna do. I think it was a deadlift only. I was gonna. It was a single ply, but they were gonna let me.
Where?
I was gonna do it raw because my raw qualified in the single ply. Vegas. It was USPA. But that was when I had my lower back injury where I like tore muscle off a bone,
oh, yeah, I remember that.
and it took a while.
Jane Borgal,
And some
LMNT
messed up discs.
is a high sodium, magnesium, potassium drink. So you get all your minerals there for hydration, obviously. We use Liquid IV from Costco. I like that one.
Yeah,
Works
I like
pretty
that
good.
one's good too.
Howard Weingarten. Yes, do something different for max effort. Yes, I've been doing shirt work for 2 weeks. Element is what LMNT means. It's a drink mix for salt intake and has different. That's good.
Okay.
Hydration's important,
Yeah, for sure. Like anything,
especially if
you
you're
can do to
sweating,
increase your
that type of thing.
hydration.
You need to incorporate that. I know because when I first started on the treadmill 3 months ago, I was like standing in a shower when I got off, and I don't get a lot of those minerals in my diet. And I remember waking up in the morning and stretching and my calf locking up and then my quad locking up and having to stand up, and yeah, boy, Liquid IV fixes that really quick.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
1 rep. Hell yeah. Hope it
becomes a yes. Haha. AJ is throwing a bench meet, and I'm gonna sign up for it.
win.
Like at the so is that, you mean at the Olympia, or is that just a separate statement that he's gonna be throwing a meet?
Yeah.
Like, do you mean he's throwing a meet at the Olympia?
If he can throw a meet at the Olympia, he's rubbing elbows with some big wigs.
I'm not sure if that's like a separate statement, or if that's or if he's saying that he's.
It will be great to see you. Looking good, guys, but my break is over and got to get back to work. Have a good one, Run Rep.
See you next week. Love you guys. Hope you have a
Don't work too
good
hard.
really good night at work. Don't work too hard. We love you too, and we will see you next week.
I want to come to San
Thanks
Diego
for stopping
too.
by and saying hi. It's always a pleasure to see your name in the chat box. We miss back in the days when you didn't work during this time and you could be here the whole time and we could chat back and forth. But we understand. Work is work. Gotta do it.
Except I want him to go to Mexico with me.
That too.
Go down to Ensenada. I got some shops down there where I get good alcohol. 1 rep is put. When is AJ putting on the meat? Magic Mountain. Can you both guys see you flex? No. Later. Double biceps. There you go.
I can't.
I'm on low carbs today because I didn't work out, so I'm not
I
flexing.
gotta get a pump.
No
it's
pump
not my
here.
best. It's not my best flexing, and I need to be. I don't know how to do it. Like, I don't know any like bodybuilding poses or any of the secrets.
Well, you
to
gotta
make it look
you
better.
gotta turn, and
can do
there's trip. Yeah, you can do that. What did we have for breakfast this morning? We had a shake and what? Turkey bacon, no carbs.
Is my tricep? Oh, there it is.
What a mess.
Hey, you gotta give the fans what they want.
Wednesday,
Give the
which was
people what they
yesterday, when I was in doing biceps on my creatine and my L-citrulline, I had some vascularity that was, right? Remember?
Yeah, your veins.
Yeah, veins were
popping
just
out like
popping the fuck out. So, hey, that's what happens when you lose 40 pounds. Try it out there, people. Just drop 40. Sick thing is in a couple of weeks, I could be 320. I don't like that.
Okay, I'm done.
I'll never be a bodybuilder, like go on stage and do that. So don't worry, anybody. There's no amount of money. There is no money. And now they pass out pro cards like they're food stamps. I mean, anybody gets them now. It's a joke.
That's what I've heard. That's
Back in the 90s, you had to fucking,
yeah.
you had to put
Allie
in.
Baker was talking to me
Yeah.
like throughout her when she first started. It was this big coveted thing that
Yes.
like people would strive their entire bodybuilding careers to achieve, and it was just this like really big.
It doesn't mean
deal.
anything now.
And, like she said, by the time she got it, it had turned into like
A shit show.
you do a couple shows
And they just hand them to
and
you.
It's not near what
No.
it
Doesn't
used
have
to
the
be,
prestige.
which is a bummer. I'm not sure. Like I don't know how it works.
Almost
you
like
know?
1,000-pound bench. You know, there's been 100,
Yeah,
105
kind of
people that have done it.
Similar where that used to be just this huge thing.
The upper
and,
echelon, the apex, the fucking top of the mountain,
I mean,
1,000-pound bench.
you look on Instagram and 4 out of 5 people have IFBB Pro behind their name, and it's like okay.
Things change, and so do the seasons. And as time goes on, who knows what's next. Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I ain't flexing today. Low carbs, kind of flat. No workout tomorrow for me either. They're going to be breaking down the gym and everything. Usually it's a speed bench day, but I'll probably come in Saturday and do a combo of bench and back, most likely.
Yeah, because we'll have to lift after
Yeah.
the meet.
After you want to lift after on Friday?
No, oh what?
Oh, Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll bench Saturday
I'm still
afternoon.
gonna lift on Friday too.
Go ahead. I'll bench and do back on
Probably.
Saturday.
Maybe I'll go. Or are you guys not? You're not meeting at a certain time.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you're not gonna have speed bench at 4.
No, they're weighing in, dude. The meet's Saturday.
Okay, you do realize like weigh-ins will probably take place in like a separate corner or room of the gym.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna shut. People still have to work
The
out.
benches are taken. They're moving them. Their ones warm up, and then they
Oh, I
got
didn't
chairs.
realize the competition started and they were gonna be competing. On
They're
those benches.
moving
My
stuff
bad.
around. I'm gonna punch you in that red nose
Dare you to.
and probably just bounce off like a clown nose. Boing.
I'm not proud of it.
Well, looks like you've just
I know.
destroyed it.
I keep doing that.
Don't rub it. You're gonna increase the cartilage, and you're gonna have a weird looking nose. You don't want to have a weird looking nose, do you?
Well, sometimes like it itches inside it, and that's the only way you can reach it. Because it's like stuff. It's like
Put your
bug.
COVID cough away. You brought it home from those kids.
Allergy.
Allergy, nothing.
Allergies.
Well, everybody, you know where my email's at here, and
Magic
it's
Mountain still wants to see your double bicep.
yeah.
He says, Ashley, wow, to mine. Thank you, Magic Mountain 33.
Doesn't even train them.
I appreciate that. What are you talking about? I just did biceps yesterday.
Didn't see it.
Yeah, 'cause you were on
Benchmonster
the
at
cardio
gmail.com.
machine, cardio queen.
Yeah, I was doing 3 miles too.
I was doing back and biceps.
You know where to send videos. You know where I live. Benchmonster at gmail.com.
Ashley has arms.
He does.
Fight.
Fight. Dude, you almost hit me in the ear. Don't do that. It's not funny. You look like a douchebag. Anyway,
I don't look like a douche.
we are going to have a
have
lot
arms.
of contest footage next week. We have, amongst the guys on the Benchmonster crew, there's about 4 or 5 people coming down in band shirts that plan on, I know a lot of them are opening with over 800 pounds, 820s. So hopefully we see a 9 or something, and we'll have some footage of that. And I should record whatever happens Tuesday. I don't know what, I think Jose said he'd train, so we will train Tuesday, moderately heavy, depending on who we got. And we'll get things back rolling and back to normal after this meet and plan for the next one, wherever that may be. I like to think this one goes well, and we're allowed to have another one there in like September in the fall would be kind of cool. But We'll have to wait and see how it goes.
See how it goes.
I
It'll
think
go
it'd
good.
be cool to have an IPA meet here, since I think I'm the state chairman.
No,
Mendelson
you
said I
are
was.
not the same. 5 years ago, dude.
He did say it 5 years ago, and he meant it, and I believe
No,
him.
he didn't.
Everything he says is true. Well, except for the injury thing, because when he had that purple peck,
Don't even
he
get me started.
he was injured.
No. Look in his eyes. He has not been injured.
Well, you don't know Mendelson like I do.
Anybody that watched the episode with him understands what that
Weingarten.
meant, but Howard Weingarten, yeah, 1,000 pound was the pinnacle, and now it's
1,100 and above.
at least 1,100 and above. But isn't it fun to see? And I'm going to definitely get a video to you soon. Also, I was wondering if you could help me with my grip.
I can help you with your grip. What are we doing? What's the problem? What do you want to do? How are you doing it now? You're not suicide grip, are you, Howard? Because that's the first thing that's going out the window. Anybody that comes to me with suicide, we don't do that anymore. Not a big fan. So,
Sorry.
slipping in my hands. Well, that's been happening to me too, Howard. And I never really go get chalk. But lately, the bar, our Magnum bar, which has pretty good knurling on it, has been getting a little slick. And so I've been using chalk actually a couple times now since I've started lifting. Never really needed it, but I've noticed the bar is moving in my hand also, and doing it with big weight. So I've been putting somebody brought in some of that liquid chalk. That's kind of cool. It works. But just your basic brick style calcium carbonate block. And I don't really cake it on my hands. I just put it where the bar is going to sit. And that makes me happy. A lot of guys put a lot on their hands and they'll put it all over the bar, which is good too. So, and you got to remember that bar, when you take out weight, it is not trying to help your grip. It's trying to open up your hand. That's why when you put on your wrist straps, make a fist as tight as you can. When you wrap that wrist, that'll lock in those ligaments. And you'll notice, if you wrap your wrist correctly, when you let go of your hand, it'll stay like right here. It won't open up here. Do the total opposite. Have your hand open, wrap your wrist, and then try to close it. Springs back open. So wrapping your wrists, there's a technique involved with that. I think chalk should be used, and then we got to figure out what the width of your grip is, and I can judge that by videos that you could send me. And but if you don't have chalk, I would invest in some chalk, because I kind of been having that problem too. It don't take much of a kind of a sweaty palm and it's a fine knurling on that Magnum bar. I know the F8 has a little bit more aggressive, but that Magnum bar, and also for the fact that it is bigger in diameter, so I believe, of course, if you were using fat grips, it's hard to get those triceps activated by getting a good squeeze on that bar. Unless you got real big octopus tentacles for fingers like Ed Cohn, then, but for me, it's on that Magnum bar. I'm not complaining. It's just, getting a good grip on that thing is, because we used a regular bar when we benched on Tuesday night, and it was night and day. In fact, we're thinking about bringing the F8 bar back and benching with it a little bit, saving the Magnum for down the road. Because, I don't know. Home gym physique. I didn't know that tip about wrapping wrists, keeping the hand closed. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's a good one.
That's why you should have somebody do it for you. If you can, make a fist, straighten out the arm, and have them put that on tight. It locks down those ligaments and tendons in the wrist, and white knuckle it. And then when they're done, you let go of your fist, and it'll stay right here, ready to lock up again on the bar. So those are little tricks you learn along the way.
Right.
Yeah.
Over the years.
Yep. I see a lot of people when, they're in the gym and they got their hand open and they're wrapping their wrists, and I have to school them for 2 minutes. I'm just trying to help.
Fair.
I know a thing or two. Been doing this for a while. Still learning too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
always something to be learned.
Yeah.
No matter how good you are.
I also think we need to break out the earthquake bar and put 300 pounds in kettlebells on there and bench
You
that.
should.
You're
That'd
going
be
to
fun
see
watch.
after this meet, you know, I've kind of sat down with Jose a little bit, and we're going to be doing a lot of different things. Definitely working with cambered bar, Duffalo bars, and getting some strength off the chest and building that territory down here. And we're going to be doing some things with a lot of band tension, a lot of chains, and kind of going back to my old school way of training from when I was doing it for the 800. You know, did a lot of floor presses, raw, did a lot of 2-board, 3-board, chain, band, bend, chain, band. And yeah, so we're going to be doing some different things and shocking the body, keeping it guessing, and making some progress. Not pro. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's Benchmonster feeding time. I go out to the stable.
What do you eat?
I don't know. You just bring a half a cow out to me and I cook it. Almost bought a Traeger today at Costco. I'm just holding off on that damn thing.
By those.
I walked by it, $7.99, and we did get some steaks and stuff. But that Traeger, man, I just got to find room for it because I want to cook. I want to cook some fish in it. I want to cook chicken. I want to cook steak. Those are main sources of my diet. And smoked steak in there. I heard it's delicious. And nobody has to tell me on here. I've never heard one person complain about it. Except for the fact that the paint on it sometimes peels off. But who gives a shit?
I mean, that's double biceps for chest meal. Throw a double bicep. When?
No, I have no carbs. I'm flat. See? I'm flat today. No carbs.
Who's is bigger?
My fat and my carbs are lower on days I don't work out. So that's the way it is. Catch me yesterday in the gym.
You're afraid to flex next to me.
I'm scared. Yeah, those spaghetti arms got me shaking. Howard Weingarten. Yes, I have a lot of chalk. I have.
Tell him about my
had
arms.
you wrap my wrist at Mindy's. I have a F8 bench bar and still waiting for a show of how to wrap the wrist. F8 bench bar and still waiting for a show.
He wants you to show how.
Oh. Yeah, there's a couple ways I wrap wrists. That's
You
an
can
elbow.
show
That's
right
an
now.
elbow. That's an elbow wrap.
No. Really?
There's a couple of ways of wrapping your wrist. You start low and you build up what do you call it? Where you go up and you finish most of the wrap in the palm. I personally liked it when Paul Roch. It's called a shelf.
You're right. Okay.
Paul Roch used to wrap my wrists, and I like the because the whole point is taking away that crease right there. You don't want any of this. That would apply you to go into the palm somewhat. Right about here, the bar won't touch the wrap, but you got to go past that joint, that crease right there, because we don't want any of this at all.
You wrap your elbows.
I don't know, but you got to roll those up and put them away just like they were. It'll be the last time you touch them.
Okay. Ooh, punish me.
Fucking smart ass.
I did it. I did it wrong. I did it too low.
And what kind of wrist wraps are you wearing? There's Dark Side, there's F8. Battle Ready sent me some really nice wraps. What I look for in a wrap, you either have the wraps that you pick up and you can do this with them. They're just loosey-goosey. Or you have wraps of the other extreme where you pick them up and there's no stretch in them. So then you got to ask yourself, ones that have no stretch in them like that, if you're wrapping your own wrists, think how much power and energy you exert by putting those on yourself. I mean, it's a workout within itself. I like a wrist strap where I get some stretch, and preferably the one that has the rubber skin grabbing, hair ripping off material inside that catches on the wrap itself when you go around. It's got that perforated rubber band type stuff inside. I found that works really good. That way when you're rolling and you do let go, it actually will stick to itself and it won't go boing, 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 boing.
Shit, dude, I feel like this would break my arm. I can't bend it.
No shit, Sherlock. That's what it's made to do. So, I actually did, where's my favorite wrist straps? Are they still over there? Go get those bad boys, those black and white ones. Some of the best wrist, over there in that box with the Ron Jeremy picture. By my arcade game there, by the golf game. There's a box. Are they black and white sitting on top? These here,
Is this more than one?
just one rack. Don't undo them. Bring them over here. These right here were made by ATP, and they were called Convicts. Black and white. Get it? Well, I liked them so much that the owner of APT, and I was with Inzer at the time, so I told him, you got to kind of make these like Inzers. So what he did was
This was really nice.
replace the white with the red, so when I went out there, it looked like I was wearing Inzer's wraps, which were no good. These right here are what I set my records in back in the day. They're not the black and white ones, but the red ones that he made, and these were the best. I found these
Their knee wraps are the best.
up at my other house, and this is a brand new pair, and I almost don't want to wear them. And there's people in the gym, I won't mention names, but if they knew I had these, they would get in my bag and steal them. But these are the bad boys right here. I like those. But there's been other wraps that have come along that have floated my boat, but I have both and do a lot of switching back and forth, and I have grippers from Inzers and metal ones. Yeah, the grippers, that's what they call them, grippers. I like those. So find the pair you like and that works for you and stick with them. And yeah, you'll eventually find a pair. It's really nice though when you have somebody wrap your wrists, because you know all you gotta do is put your arm out and they do it for you, and you exert no energy, and that's what I prefer. A lot of times when Paul would wrap my wrists, I would guide him. I would say, go up further, now go back, and he was damn good. Takes practice. You got to know how to do it correctly. But I remember we used to do the shelf method. That's where you start below the crease and you go up into the palm with a lot of material here. So it's your palm kind of hits like four wrapped layers right there. I don't know if that worked good for a while, but it's not my favorite wrap. I prefer the cannot move. Whatever you got to do to... I mean, that's why I tell people when they wrap their wrists, and I go, did you wrap your wrists? How good you do it? Oh, they're really on really good. I say, go like this. And they go up and they can move their wrist. Like, that's no good. I've seen people wrap their wrist right here and go up the arm and have nothing here. So it's very important to wrap your wrist correctly. And that's all I got to say. And I'm kind of hungry. What's for dinner, everybody? What are we eating? Top sirloin and string beans. Top sirloin and sweet corn. Yeah, we got to go because this is pissing me off right here. It really is. You're just getting into shit. You've made a fucking mess over here on my desk.
I didn't make them. There's like... I'm sorry. These were stacked before. Now they're unstacked. You're right. What a pigsty.
Well.
Fuck. That was a fucking large exaggeration.
Well, you must not want nothing to do with the show. You're fidgeting with stuff that you don't need to be touching, and you're messing around with Mark Henry and John Cena.
On the desk.
They've seen that before.
People want to know.
There's no reason to pull that out. That's
Oh,
stupid.
my nose looks worse from further back.
It sure does. Why don't you just paint it red?
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
I
Rudolph the
realized that I
red-nosed
would've put a
reindeer.
cover up on before I went on here.
Well, you shouldn't rub it.
I just want to like do the show like this.
You should.
I should have.
Put your COVID mask on. You're sick anyway.
I should have.
Yeah. Do they still make those masks? I haven't seen them.
Probably.
Some people are wearing them still on planes, I heard.
I have a gymnast that the entire time I've been coaching her, she's like to this day, right now as we speak, she's wearing it.
There's a lot of elderly people that still wear them because, if they get it, they're done. And that's scary.
I know, but the thing is, I don't think they do that much. I mean,
well, people think they do.
Tiny bit.
People think they do.
But they're not.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back next week. We hope you have a great... May is flying through. We got Memorial Weekend coming up. That'll be fun for everybody. That's a 4-day weekend, if not 3. Barbecue, outside, and then we bring on summer, and it's going to be a good year. This is just the beginning. We're out of the cold weather. Now we got nice warm days and moderately cool nights, and I've dropped 40 pounds. I'm very happy with my goal. Probably could go 50 and get down to 75. I might do that.
I thought 50 was your goal.
250?
50
pounds? I can do that, yeah. Like I said, I haven't done the water fast yet.
Close.
Procrastinating about it. I definitely want to try it. It's just going to be hard on training, I would believe. A lot of stomach growling for a while. But the benefits of it outweigh the pain and suffering.
What are the benefits?
your stomach resets itself, produces stem cells. Your body attacks bad cells and rids them out of the body. You get into a state of ketosis where you burn fat as a fuel source for a little bit. And yeah, if you can make it after 72, another day or two. Like I said, Dana White did a 96-hour water fast, and he took a before and after picture, and he had a total 6-pack after he was done.
Who's that?
Dana White, the
Oh,
president of UFC.
Yeah,
I'm still holding a little fat around the abdomen area. You know, everywhere else looks good, but I still got a little pudge down there. That happens with older people, men, etc. But yeah, if I could just find the optimum time to do that, I would do it. I don't think my brain would work quite well. You know, I've done keto before, obviously, but to totally starve myself purposely and drink water, I'm willing to try it. I mean, I weathered the storm and lost 40 pounds. A lot of people that I know claim to be on carnivore diets and this, that, and the other, and they absolutely, nothing happens to them. There's a couple people on our crew that said they were on diets. I won't mention any names, but not this kid. When I set out to do something, that's why I'm the champ. You know, I'm fucking I'm fucking hardcore. I want to do something, I do it.
I want to be just like you.
I like to think I got one more meet in me down the road. If everything was feeling good and, you know, working in that bout already, working in my F8s, dark side shirts, you know, come down and, you know, at least do 1,000, get out there and say hello again to that weight, and who knows?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, just my lower back and everything else. So if it could hold,
like to see 1,500.
if it could, I can't do that. I tell you what, though, if I could go back 25 years and
use these
band shirts back then with Cole, me and Cole would be on top of the world.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah,
you'd just be trading it every weekend.
I think so. Yeah,
I mean,
I'd be 363, and yeah, I'd have been fun.
Or you'd be congratulating him every weekend.
Oh yeah, I mean he probably would beat me, but who cares? I'd love to have been there in my prime, and
yeah,
now I'm unprime, out of prime, old and falling apart. All right, guys. Please join us again next week. We'll have more videos to show. We'll have a contest, the USPF meet.
Have some
Ashley's going to video it. It'll be good.
Competition went and how the Benchmonster crew did, how the meet went overall.
Whatever happens, they went out there and tried.
We'll see how Jose performs, how Dan performs. Hines is doing it.
Aaron Anderton.
I don't know if you guys knew Hines is going to compete at this one.
Yep, Hines is going to do it. Aaron Anderton's going to try to go 9, and there's another guy.
BJ Jerk.
BJ will be there. Hopefully he goes 9. We'll see. Whatever happens, happens. They trained, and let's see what they can do and showcase all the work that they've worked hard for and see it on the platform. So kind of excited. It'll be a quick meet, probably 18 lifters, I understand, 2 9-people flights, probably a 25-minute break in between flights, and let's get it on, man. I'm excited for these guys. It'll be fun.
Get it on.
It's at our gym for once, and I don't got to travel across the country, and let's see what happens. It'll be a good time.
Fun,
hopefully we bring good footage for you. She'll be videoing, so if it's fucked up, we can blame her, but I don't think you will. I think you're pretty good.
Negative. Fucking.
Not negative, just realistic about it. If I show you, all you got to do is push a button on the camera. If you fuck that up, then we have no contest footage. Maybe we should practice filming the cats or something. You see it? Yeah, we better do it just to practice on that thing. So you just set up that camera in front of the bench, and all you got to do is push the red button and push the red button to turn it off. It's real simple. And then that way you get, instead of a cell phone footage, we can get it off my 4K Sony.
I don't trust like right when Jose goes to do his 500, the thing would run out of
storage. Yeah. All right. Okay, guys.
He'll probably be recording.
Sign us out of here, Ashley, so we can go eat some dinner.
All right, you guys. There you go. There's your double bite.
Flat as a pancake today.
At the same time.
Flat as a pancake. I would have had carbs this morning and chicken and rice at lunch and some rice cakes just before the show. I would have those veins a popping.
Yeah, your veins.
Yeah, a little flat looking today. That's how my diet works, though. Can't have all those carbs and fats on a day you don't work out.
That's fair.
Yep. I swear to God, my stomach is this big, though, because I ate some food the other day, and I it was like halfway done, and I was like, I got no more room.
Really?
Oh yeah, your stomach shrinks.
True.
That's the beauty of it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when it wasn't shrunk, and I had 2 stomachs. Jesus,
What do you mean?
well, I could eat 15,000 calories a day. Not even hungry. I don't know where it went. I just keep shoveling it in, chugging shakes, steak, cream pie, Whoppers, Subway, steak sandwiches they have there, Quiznos, where else? Teriyaki J's. Ooh, that's a good place.
Yeah, I want that.
They give you like 2 pounds of rice, their homemade
So
teriyaki
good.
sauce, and shredded pork, chicken, and steak. Or you can do all steak, all chicken. Oh, we're going there Sunday. I know that. That's right.
That sounds so good right now. Oh my god.
He's been in business for over 25 years. He's doing something right. All right, sign us out so we can go home.
We're home. So we can go eat, you mean?
Go eat, yeah.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. As usual, it is an absolute pleasure to spend the evening with you guys. Thank you for spending your Thursday evening with us. We hope the rest of your evening is quite pleasant. We hope you have a fantastic Friday, a wonderful weekend.
Wonderful.
A great start to your week next week. And as always, we look forward to seeing you next Thursday. Have a fantastic evening. We love you guys. Thanks for joining us. Bye, everybody.
Good night, everybody.